Right, we have a little problem in that I've lowered the front of the car, which makes it look nice. I'm quite happy with that. However, the exhaust rubs on the ground, even getting up my tiny little incline on the driveway there. It scrapes on the floor. So the problem being, get under here. Problem being is that the exhaust is so low it can't get over anything, and I think it's made worse by being in the middle of the car. Is the sort of tip end that rubs on the floor. So I'm going to try and do something about that today. So let's get the cover off and get it up in the air. All right, this is what we're working with. So I don't think I'm going to weld this at the moment because I don't have any stainless wire and gas. I have bought stainless tubing, so it's not ideal, but that's what's going to happen. So what we're going to do is extend the header pipe, which is pretty damn low. Hopefully that's not going to be the low point. And extend these back to where there's a bit more space. It's not going to quieten it down much, I don't think, but let's whip these silencers off, or these resonators off, and see what we can do. So this is what I was thinking, just extending everything backwards, but it doesn't look that much higher up than the other side, a little bit. So really I need to put a little bend in it. I run the risk of making a mess of this. It's a bit difficult to see, but if I put a bend in it and snug it up here, it will just create a bit more clearance in the middle of the car. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to have to cut it and pie cut it, I think, and then weld it up, which I didn't want to do, but we are where we are, so that's what's going to happen. So I'll mark that, cut it, give it a bend somehow, and see what happens then. Well, I think I stand a fairly good chance of completely cocking this up, but I'm going to have a go anyway. So I've measured out 9 inches from the end, just so it's easy to replicate. And I'm going to slice it down here, and then probably slice it again and try and close up the gap, and then weld it. So let's have a go. All right, I've drawn on where I want to cut. Hopefully, I mean, this is all completely plucked out of my arse, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to see. I have measured what I've done, so we've got 10 mil from the edge there, and 5 mil either side, and just running it down to nothing. And there's a decent amount of material on the back side, so shouldn't just cut it in half. Which I could do actually, but then I have to weld the whole thing, so we'll do it this way. I said I was going to do 1 cut. I've ended up doing 3. So we've got 1 coming out just after the header to get it high enough. And then we've had to bend around the body, or the floor even. And because I've done that, the end was all cattywampus. So we need another one there. Now it's currently jacked up as high as it'll go, so it's actually hitting the bottom of the car, so it's not going to be quite that low, but I mean the fuel lines might be the lowest thing now, which is not good. I mean, no, still the headers, So I think even if that comes down like 20 mil or half an inch maybe, that'll be okay. I've got to find a way to hang it, but that's a different problem. So I need to recreate that for the other side. That'll be easy. Right, that's roughly how they're going to go. They are a little bit wonky, mainly because they're on the jack, but and the left side isn't even tacked together. So from underneath, I think we're good clearance wise, apart from the manifolds, which I can't change. So yeah, not too bad. I'm all right with that. I would really like a H-pipe or an X-pipe, but I don't feel equipped to do that at the moment. We might get a full exhaust at some point, but for the moment, this is how it's going to go. Right, I'm not going to show you these welds too close up because they're a bit shocking, but I've never welded stainless before. I'm doing it with the wrong wire or the wrong gas, and it's full of carbon, full of soot, so whatever. So what I'm doing now is I'm using this jobby and I'm filling it with smoke to see if there's any leaks. Quite happy if there's not any leaks, and then I can do the other side. Right, so now I just need to find a way of holding these things up. I've bought some of these clamps that have a fitting on them, and I think what I'm going to do is cut that off and then hang a hanger like that, and then I can just drill through the floor. There were some old ones on here, so I can just drill through the floor there. And that'll be that. It'll put quite a lot of stress on that weld. So let's try it and see what happens. Slight change of plan. I decided not to cut that off in case plans change again in the future. I've used the ones that you're supposed to use for the shorter rods, weld them to the body, but we're not doing that. We're going to drill a hole. So that's how that's going to be. It should be pretty strong. I think that's probably stronger than the metal that it's on, so let's whack those on and then drill some holes. Right, we're done. It's dark now, unfortunately, so I'm not sure what you'll be able to see, but they're relatively symmetrical. I've had to extend out those little hanger jobbies. Hopefully that's not a problem in the future. I think this exhaust system is not really a long-term solution, and it needs some support in the middle as well, really. But I think for the moment it'll be okay. I'll get over the speed bumps at the car show, hopefully. So if that's the case, then job done. So thanks all for watching. I'm off to go and find some speed bumps now. Adios.